you have other things to do, and I will recognize that. And again, feel free to ask any questions. And if I can't answer the question, I will direct you to an area where they can answer the question for you. Okay? All right, well, we might as well just start right here. Right now you're standing in the Matthews Grand Lobby. Matthews were a major donor to Mayo Clinic, and they donated the money to have this area built, including the Heritage Hall, which we'll finish up with at the end of the tour. So we can go over here first of all. This here is the International Center. This is an area where if you're from a different country or a different state and you need assistance either because of language translation or just some general guidance, you would go in here. They serve for over 135 countries around the world, plus all 50 states, and they will provide you translators to help you with your appointments throughout the day if need be. So you would go in there and they'll take good care of you. The marble over here, this is the marble from Italy, and we're kind of up close. But does anybody see a certain pattern or a certain design there? That looks like sails. Angels.
We did that.
It wasn't planned that way. I mean, that's just the way when they, split the marble. The marble's from Italy. They're in Mayo Clinic campuses. There's stone from all around different parts of the world. So I think that's kind of fitting to have an angel here at Mayo Clinic. In the Christian faith, an angel is some spirit that looks over you and takes care of you. And kind of fights the other guy, the devil, the bad spirit. So that's kind of fitting if, for health reasons, that no matter what your faith or your belief is, that there is someone looking over you. And they're preparing a new exhibit. This is the Office of Patient Experience and Social Work. If, for example, you need some assistance or some direction in paying your bill, you can come in here and Mayo Clinic will have a representative that will work with you to maybe get some kind of payment plan or maybe to even help you with some kind of assistance if they can. Patient Experience also is in here. If things aren't going so well for you at Mayo Clinic, and by gosh, you want to tell somebody that doctor, that nurse, or somebody was mean to you or didn't quite see what you saw, you can go in here and register a complaint. And no matter how big or small it might be, a complaint is a complaint. Mayo does not like that. They will take the information and they will find out what's going on. And they will deal with the problem. They will deal directly with whoever you have the complaint with. And then they'll get back to you anywhere from 3 to 5 business days and say, here's what we did. Hopefully this will help. It's not going to happen again if we can help it. Now, if things are going really great for you and you want to, hey, this place is great, you can do that too. And say, I so-and-so, Dr. so-and-so, or that volunteer so-and-so, I felt good here. I'm just saying, somebody should know that. So you can go both ways. Over here and over on the other side are the wall of donors. This is just one of the many walls. Mayo Clinic certainly relies heavily on donors. They take that money and go into research and development. These are rather large donors in terms of hundreds of thousands of dollars and multi-million dollars. For example, like the Matthews family. There are some other ones downstairs which we will see a little bit later on. So feel free. If you got a couple $1 million that you're looking to spend, you too can be up here. So.
Yeah, it's not.
This is the Department of Development. So if you got that money that's burning a hole in your pocket, you can come in here and you say, I'd like to, see somebody, I would like to contribute some money. No matter how small or how large, you would start here. And then they would direct you to people who can deal with that, all the legal stuff and things like that. So whether it's $10 or millions of dollars, here's where you would go. So, Office of Department of Development. Okay. Now there is an art tour at 2 o'clock today, and you meet right there again.
And then they would tell you about.
They'll tell you, yeah. You asked me, I can't even draw stick people. Art and I don't get along.
No problem.
But I admire the people who can create. Hello. Well, first of all, there's Methodist Hospital. You can see straight down the line, Rochester Methodist, the Kaler Hotel. And this big building over here is the Siebens Building. It was finished in 1989. Today there's development, research, business matters are in that building. There's nothing medical in the building. It's not a clinical building. The building we're going to go in, at least partly, is the 1928 Plummer Building. This building, starting in 1928, was a clinical building. It would be like Mayo Building and Gonda Building. On different floors, you would have specialists or doctors that would take care of your needs. Centralized medicine. And in 1955, they moved out of that building to the new Mayo Clinic building, which was finished in 1955, and around there. It was 20 stories. And that became the clinical building. And then they used this for development, research, and education. So we're going to go into this building and see the historical suite. You can take pictures in here, but if we go inside the building and you take a picture, try not to get another patient in your photograph, because that's a privacy matter. These are the bronze doors. They each weighs 4,200 pounds, and you can see the various inscriptions on them. They are closed only for certain special events, special occasions. For example, going back, way back in 1939 when Charlie Mayo, the younger of the two Mayo brothers, died, they closed these doors. Shortly thereafter, the same year, in July of 1939, Will, his older brother, died. They closed the doors again. They closed the doors during 9/11. They closed the doors when a Mayo helicopter with medical staff crashed in Florida, and all the staff perished in that, so they closed them. They closed it. The last time they closed it was a little over a year ago, when Mayo Clinic made a statement against racism and bigotry. And so and it takes them a couple of days to get these things ready to close. So it's a very special event when these are closed. So now this building is an extremely artistic building. We, including myself, are only allowed to go on certain floors. So we're going to go up to the lobby and up to the third floor. And I want you to notice the art, the welcoming art, and how the architecture is in the building. Just a beautifully designed building by Dr. Henry Plummer, one of the first doctors who was on staff at Mayo Clinic. He was a creative genius. So we'll go in here.
अंकल आप चलिए ना, आप चलिए।
आप मेरे से सीनियर हो जूनियर हो, साहब से बात